and it's now time to have my playoff prediction brackets. In this episode, I'm going to talk about who I have winning the whole thing and who I have winning each series and why. So first, let's start the Nuggets and Timberwolves. I have the Nuggets win that in 6. Now, the reason why I have the Nuggets win that in 6 is because I feel like the Denver Nuggets have too much firepower for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Now, I'm going to give the Timberwolves 2 games because I never really know what's going to happen in this playoffs. I feel like Anthony Edwards can go off, also Cat. So I'm going to give him 2 games. But it's really 5 or 6 for me because I feel like the Nuggets have too much firepower for this team. Anthony Edwards is very good. Yes, he is. But the thing about him is that he lacks some of the confidence he needs. Because in some games when he's playing bad, he just be thrown off about how he's playing. So he's really good, and I feel like Anthony Edwards not playing for this team really hindered him. Because you only having Cat and E as your main offensive piece really hindered this team because Rudy Gobert is not good offensively. He had a good offensive game in the playing game last night, yes, but he's not that good of an offensive player as you think he should be. So you having that only can really hinder this team, and then also you having Rudy Gobert as your primary rim protector also in this team as well, because the Nuggets are a very good shooting team and they're very switchable. So you not having a switchable big and you only having a good defensive big in the rim won't really help this team. And plus, I feel like Jokic is really dominate Rudy Gobert and force him to play outside, which is something he's not good at all. So I have the Denver Nuggets winning 6 games. Now, between this and the Clippers, I have the Suns win that 6. Now, I have the Suns win that 6 because I feel like them not having Paul George will really hinder this team. Because you not having your second best defender or your first best defender sometimes isn't going to help you win these games. Because the Suns have two primary wings. And they're dominant. So you have Booker and you have KD. So you only having Kawhi on one of them will really not help this team that much. Now, also what this team is very good at is good at pick and roll. So if Chris Paul can at least play decent in this series and force the pick and roll and force Zubac out, it will really help this team because they don't really have switchable bigs. They don't really have that. Now, if they want a small ball lineup, then okay. That might not really work against them, but them not running a small lineup will really help Ayton do what Ayton wants to do. So I feel like I have the Suns in this series. Now, the Clippers, reason why I don't is because I just don't trust Westbrook in the playoffs. Westbrook has been playing really good recently, yes, but he's also still Russell Westbrook. So he's still gonna mess up. He's not gonna be good as should be. Him not being a good shooter really does not help this team at all because this team needs shooting. And you need shooting when you go against a team that is predicated on shooting. And you also don't have that much of good defense either with Russell Westbrook. So I feel like Westbrook won't really be helping this team that much, helping win this series. He could be a positive, he could be a negative. I'm leaning towards the negative besides the Suns win that series. Now between the Warriors and the Kings, I have the Warriors in 7. Now I have the Warriors in 7, not because I'm a Warriors fan, but also because I feel like this team can really torch the Kings defense. Now the reason why that the Warriors could lose, that's why I picked 7, is because Jordan Poole is very consistent and Jordan Poole can very much shoot us out of the game. Klay Thompson has been playing really good recently, but him forcing creative shots really makes me mad sometimes because there's games when he has open to catch shoot shots, or there's games when he has the ball and he forces himself to create a shot. He forces a creative shot, and you don't need a creative shot. You don't need to do that. So him not being able to create his own shot like he used to be able to do, and him forcing it, he really hindered his team as well. And then also you having Curry. Curry is a very good player, yes. But if Curry doesn't have a good game, there is no really a second best player that can step sometimes. So that is Jordan Poole, but Jordan Poole is inconsistent, and when he tries to, he shoots us out of the game. So that's what can maybe make us lose the series. And also, but we'll want to win the series because of Gary Payton. Us having Gary Payton back is a very good win defender as well. So us having Gary Payton's team will really help us win this series because we really need defense against this team. So I feel like the Warriors can win at 7. Now between the Grizzlies and the Lakers, I have the Lakers in 6. Now the reason I have the Lakers in 6 is because I feel like this team is just better than it was before. This team is a very good defensive team. They have Jared Vanderbilt and Anthony Davis, who is 2 very good super bigs, 2 very good defensive pieces on this team. So you having 2 of them against the Grizzlies, the Grizzlies are a good team, yes, but them not having Steve Adams really hurting this team because AD will be able to beat and do what he wants to do. Because yes, understand you have Triple J, but also need another defensive center out there because you not having somebody to be able to go out and stop the people that's shooting. Yes. Now when Jared Vanderbilt's on the floor, you need to worry about shooting because Jared Vanderbilt's not a good offensive player. But when he's not on the floor, there's a shooter. So when you go guard the shooter, then it's very easy for him to shoot threes and very easy to get in the paint. So I feel like the Lakers can win that series because they also have LeBron James. I don't know what else I have to say. They have LeBron James, who is still arguably top 5, top 10 in the league, and LeBron James is still playing elite level. So you have a LeBron, AD, and a good D'Angelo Russell, who is very good offensive for this team, and a very good playmaker as well. you having them players will really help this team win that series. Now, the Nuggets and the Suns, I have the Suns win that in 6. Now, the reason I have the Suns win that is because they're just too good offensively for the Nuggets to stop them. Because the Nuggets aren't that good of a defensive team at all. They really got exposed in the second half of the season. So you not having that good of an defensive team against the Suns, who is a very offensive firepower team, really hinder this team. Because this team is not that bad defensively. It is not that good. It's not elite, but it's not that bad. So the Nuggets not having that good of a defensive team against the Phoenix Suns, who has KD, Devin Booker, is really hindering this team a lot. And also, this team is very good at pick and roll offense. So you have a pick and roll against Jokic, who isn't a very good single big at all, can really squash the team and really get them to the West Coast Finals. I have the Suns in 6. Now, the Lakers and the Warriors. Now, this is a very tough series for me because I feel like the Lakers have a very good offense to stop the Golden State Warriors offense. I mean, very good defense to stop the Golden State Warriors offense. They have very good switchable bigs. They have decent shooting, and they have LeBron and AD. But the Warriors have Stephen Curry, who is a very good shooter and a very good creator for the team. They have Clay and they have Jordan Poole. So it's really hard for me to pick who I think is going to win. But ultimately, I'm going to say the Lakers in 7. Now, I'm going to say Lakers in 7 because I feel like them having Anthony Davis and Jarred Vanderbilt will really help this team against the Golden State Warriors. Because what really makes the Golden State Warriors so good and why they played so good in the second half of the season is because they was able to get the ball rolling. They was able to make their shots. So you be able to predicate on the pick and roll and you be able to shoot and open shots will really help this team. But the Lakers have a very good defensive team. They have a very good defensive wings. So they're able to switch and they're able to guard the Golden State Warriors offense. That will help this team win this series. Now I'm gonna say 7 because I don't know how the other offensive pieces are gonna play. Because sometimes the pieces offensively can sell. Like AD, sometimes AD has a bad game. LeBron has bad games, and also DeAndre Rose has a bad game. So I don't know how good they're gonna play offensively. But defensively they can stop the Golden State Warriors, which is a problem. So I'm gonna say 7 because I don't know how they're both going to play. So I'm going to just say 7 games, but I have the Lakers winning ultimately because their defense can really stop the Golden State Warriors offense and it can really hit them. So I'm going to stay right in the West Conference. I'm going to go to the Eastern Conference. So next is the Bucks and the Heat. I'm going to have the Bucks in 4. I don't know what to say. The Bucks have Giannis, Jrue Holiday, Chris Middleton, and I feel like the Heat just don't have a good enough team to really stop the Bucks. Like, the Heat offense is not that good. They should have beat the Hawks in the play-in tournament, but they lost because the offensive is not that good. Bam, yes, he's good, but Bam is also very limited what he can do. Jimmy Butler is very good as well, but he also has moments of selling. Like, I don't understand why Jimmy Butler is constantly trying to create something that's not there, which makes me mad. I don't know why you're trying to create your own thing that's not there. Also, supporting cast is just not that good. Tyler Hero was overhyped, not that good. Ducky Roberts, you don't know how he is. You don't want to talk about him. And then also, like, Max Strus had a very good game in the play-in tournament. That's why they won. But if he didn't play good, they would have lost that game. So I don't understand what people have the hype on the Heat. The Heat is not stopping the Bucks. They don't have a good defensive team to stop the Bucks, or have the Bucks win that series. Now, Cleveland versus the Knicks, and I have Cleveland in 5. Now, the reason I have Cleveland in 5 is because Julius Randle. Julius Randle is not a good not a good playoff performer. Julius Randle is not that good either. So I don't understand what people have the hype about the Knicks. Now, the Knicks have been very good with Jalen Brunson, which is very underrated for this team because I didn't think Jalen Brunson was that good. Me personally, I thought it was a overpay. Me personally, but you having Jalen Brunson take over the offense, Julius Randle has been gone, really helped this team win these series. You have a Million quickly come off the bench and be a good 6th man, really help this Knicks prepare to the 5th seed. But ultimately, the Cleveland Cavaliers are going to be able to stop what they have going on. Julius Randle is getting nothing going on with everybody guarding him. I don't understand what people think Julius Randle is, but he's not that guy. Julius Randle is not that good, he's not that guy. So I have the Cavs winning in 5 games. I give the Knicks 1 game, but barely that. So I have the Sixers and the Nets. Sixers in 4. The Nets just the only reason they have series is because of the run that the Kyrie and KD Nets did before they traded him. The Nets are not a playoff team. They're not gonna make the playoffs. So I have the Sixers winning in 4 because they have the MVP on the team, who I think is MVP. They have James Harden. I'll add the same thing else. They have 2 of the best players in the league. They win that in 4. Boston Hawks is easy. Boston in 4. I don't have to say much. The Hawks, predicated on Trae Young, will help them out maybe win a game, but I don't trust Trae on the playoffs. He's inconsistent sometimes. And then also, like the Hawks is not a good enough team to stop the Boston Celtics. Now Tatum, I don't really trust him in the playoffs sometimes. He's very inconsistent, but their defensive wings is not good enough to stop Tatum and Brown. So I have the Celtics winning in 4. So we have the Bucks and Cavs. I have the Bucks winning that in 6. So I have the Bucks winning in 6. I'm gonna give the Cavs 2 games because I feel like the Cavs have a good defensive unit to help stop Giannis. But also I think Giannis is smart enough to be able to realize what they're doing. He's not like he was in 2019. He's smart enough to realize how to get around some of the defensive pieces that they have. But also the Bucks have Chris Middleton and Jrue Holiday. Jrue Holiday is a very underrated offensive player this season. So I feel like the Bucks, even though the Cavs have a very good defensive unit to stop Giannis, and they have Jared Allen and Evan Mobley, who are two very good big men to super big. So I feel like they can help stop Giannis and cause a wall. But I feel like the Bucks team is very good. Have a very good depth, and Giannis is smart enough to realize what's going to happen. So the Bucks win at 6. Now the Sixers and the Celtics. Now it's a very hard series to pick for me because the Celtics are a very good team. The Celtics, you having Jason Tatum as your best player. Tatum is very, very good this season. But the thing about Tatum that really blows me up on is inconsistency. His inconsistency makes me just mad because Tatum could be MVP this season. Yes, he could have been, but he's just so inconsistent some of the games he plays. You having your best player, also Tatum just doesn't drive inside with the drive. You solely trying to finish your own shot really makes me mad. He just tries to be Kobe just so often. Tatum has a big build, is able to drive. He wants to drive, but he wants to just shoot turnarounds and he wants to shoot threes. So that can really hinder this team because Joel Embiid is very dominant, and you not having no center gonna stop Joel Embiid. So that's a problem. You also having Harden. Harden is very good. Is very underrated this season. I don't know why people are acting like he just washed. He's taking a second role on purpose. So I think this game. I think it's over the 6 games, but I have the Sixers win in 6. That's why Joel Embiid is being able to dominate the Sixers defense and be able to play as good as he wants to play. I feel like that will really make this team be that good. So now we're on the conference finals. Sixers, Bucks, and then we have the Suns, Lakers. Now, the Western Conference Finals, I'm going to go Suns in 7. Now, the reason why I have the Suns in 7 is because I feel like I just feel like their offensive pieces will outwork just the Lakers defense, because yes, the Lakers are very good defensively, but that's inside of the paint, and I feel like them attacking their wings and attacking their guards like the Suns will be able to do. I feel like the Suns will be able to win this series. I have it in 7 because it's still be close games, and the Lakers are a very good defensive team, and they're also very good offensively. As you have D'Lo, who's a very good pick and pop player. Pick and roll, and he'll be able to shoot mid range. He can also drive, and he'll be able to shoot threes. And also the team has very good spacing. But I feel like the Suns just have more offensive firepower than Lakers. And I feel like the Suns aren't that bad defensively where you won't be able to stop them. We won't be able to stop the threes and also be coming in the paint. So I have the Suns win that 7 games. Now, on to the Eastern Conference Finals. It's very tough for me because I'm a big Joel Embiid fan. But honestly, I think it's going to be a Bucks and Suns rematch. I'm going to go with the Bucks in 6. I'm going to go Bucks in 6 because I feel like Giannis is going to be the best player in that series. You not having anybody to be able to stop Giannis is a very big problem. Now, yes, Joel Embiid is a very good offensive player, but he's not to be able to guard Giannis to come out of the paint and guard Giannis when he's on the top of the key. And then also you having good spacing around Giannis. Jrue Holiday is a very good defensive player, so he'll be able to stop James Harden and not allow him to play how he want to play, like he did when he stopped the Suns when they had Chris Paul and Devin Booker. So I feel like the Bucks will make the finals, and I have them beating the Sixers in 6. Now, here goes the NBA Finals, the Suns and Bucks rematch. I have the Bucks winning that in 6 games. Now, the reason why I have the Bucks win that 6 games, I have the Bucks ultimately as the NBA champion. So the reason why I have the Bucks win the NBA championship is because I feel like the Bucks just have a great unit around Giannis. Them having the same unit that won the NBA championship is the reason why I have this team winning. Because last season I think they were making the NBA Finals, but the only way they did it was because Chris was injured. You having your whole unit around Giannis, and Giannis being at a better level than he was those past 2 years really helps me think this Bucks team will win. The Suns have a very good offensive team. If you have KD and Devin Booker, Kevin Durant will be a problem for this team. But Devin Booker is going to be shut down like Jrue Holiday did when the NBA Finals as well. Then also Kevin Durant, yes, he is good, but he also has a tendency of dropping in the playoffs and also in the NBA Finals. So him being the sole number one option and him only being able to shoot is going to not hinder this team, but you need more offensive pieces around the Suns. So the Suns can make the finals, but I feel like the Bucks have too much defensive power. You have Brook Lopez, who is arguably defensive player of the year. You have Giannis, who could be defensive player of the year as well. You have Drew Holiday, who is arguably the best wing defender in the NBA, and you have Chris Middleton. That's too many pieces to the Suns will to stop on offensive end, and the defensive end. You have Brook Lopez, and who is very switchable big. I don't know. Brook Lopez is just weird to me how he's able to become a post player to a switchable defensive big and he can shoot threes. I don't know how that works, but anyway, Brook Lopez being a switchable defender and then you having all those pieces around him will really help this team. So I think that the Bucks can win this game. It can win the series in 6 games. I have Giannis getting another Finals MVP and this team winning the NBA championship.